Bayou Lafourche in Thibodaux, Louisiana. Down at the Cross and Bar in Thibodaux, it's a rainy night out on the bayou. There stand Kamoy, boy, and Reuben too. Yeah. Now pass it all around, look like tonight gonna be a good night for a fight, said Kamoy. But out in the distance, on Bayou Lafourche, a mudboat sound just like the old African queen. Kamoy hollers out, he going, hey man, who's out there? Yeah. Could it be Junior? That's the hero of the story. Now he pulls his mud boat up behind the lily pads and the cattails, yeah. Up behind the bar where there wasn't no trail. Junior was an outlaw, never rode in an automobile until the day Junior died. So I decided to immortalize this fellow named Junior after meeting him. He was the last of what I call the Neanderthal Bayou Man. He lived off the swamps. He had a wife and 2 daughters, pretty much stranded out in the middle of the swamps because the only way he could get in and out was this thing called a mud boat. A mud boat is a peculiar kind of boat. It's got a propeller, it's got a basket around the propeller, a metal basket, and you got a wood keel down the middle. And he took us for a ride after we played a show at the Crossing Bar. He told us all about this mud boat, and he said, look at that log, there's a log coming up. He'd ride that boat right over the log and then go into the lily pads, and he'd grind them up with the engine, get in the mud, grind the mud up. He'd practically go down Highway 42 in a mud boat. And he told me stories about catching alligators out of the swamps with his bare hands. And after shaking his hand, I believed him because I don't think he even knew what a hammer was. His hand was so tough, like metal. And he also told this story. If you've seen me before, I probably told the same damn story. You never know, but it always fascinates me because he told a story of catching 527 bullfrogs one night, until his mud boat was so full of frogs that he barely made it home because it was about to sink into the water. It was riding right on the edge of the water. He said, but he made it home, and he and his wife and 2 daughters lived off frog legs for an entire year after that. Now, I found out that, to me, Junior was a treasure trove of songs. I thought, man, I was gonna have a relationship with this fella out here and we'll write a whole concept album about Junior. But about a week after I met him, he ended up running himself and his friends into a telephone pole It was very strange because he had never driven an automobile his whole life until that week. After I met him, some friends got him to drive the car to go get a bottle of wild turkey with him. And with a mud boat, you push the throttle down to get it going, straight down. He did the same thing with the car. He just pressed the gas pedal straight down, plowed himself into a telephone pole, and he and those three fellas died on contact. So there went my concept album, right down the drain. But I still like to think the ghost of Junior is out there on Bayou Lafourche somewhere. I'll get Corky to conjure him up. Out in the distance on Bayou Lafourche, a mud boat sounds just like the old African queen. Oh.